Hello, everyone. So, thank you. Let's just start with thank you. The channel has now passed the 300 subscribers mark, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. I know it took me a little while to make this video because, it's a small channel and that sort of growth. It's like, is it going to keep it? Is it going to keep it? Is it going to roll back? You never know. But yeah, and also just time. I've been so busy. But thank you. I really wanted to make this video to say thank you, each and every one of you, for joining the channel, for watching our videos. It really does mean a lot to me. And it means a lot to the progress and the future of this channel as well. Not that we're going anywhere, we're not going anywhere, and I'll get to that later, just to talk about everything. But the first thing actually I want to talk to you about, and one of the reasons I'm so excited to do this update particularly, is I finally dealt with our frame rate issues. And I know some of our videos have been a little painful to watch. Like Dead by Daylight and Apex Legends and one or two other games, the frame rate was really choppy. And I am very happy to tell you that I've figured out the problem and I've solved the problem in a couple different ways, which I'm also going to talk about as well. There are a couple more Apex Legends episodes that I'll be releasing that were recorded before I fix this, so there's just that. But I think that's the only game that's still really going to be noticeably affected. Going forward, all our new series will definitely not have these problems. I just started a new one on Friday with the Mean Greens. That is going to be a series. So just to explain that quickly, it's a combination of two things, why those frame rates were so bad and why the videos were choppy. I needed an upgrade, I did. And also there were some recording issues. So I'm going to talk to you about those just to explain and to help hopefully get you a little excited about what we're doing here and how much better it's going to be going forward. So first of all, upgrades, and I'm really excited. I was really excited to do this. I'd been meaning to do it for so long. I upgraded my computer. So one thing that I added was a new 1 terabyte NVMe SSD that is dedicated entirely to games. So that is going to help those load times and things, and obviously help access issues. But the biggest thing, which I have mentioned before and been wanting to do for a long time, I finally got a new video card. So I had an old GTX 960 with 2 gigs of RAM, and it was feeling a bit dated. It was playable for most things, but it was struggling for a lot of things at the same time. So I have upgraded to an RTX 2070 with 8 gigs of memory. So I've quadrupled the memory, gone 2 generations of video cards, and 1 step up, on the tiers as well. So that is a huge, huge upgrade. And some of you will be wondering, well, this Super Series just came out. Why didn't you get one of those? And what I did, the 2060 Super is very close to the 2070. So they brought down the price. I got a discount on the 2070. It was $40 difference between the 2060 Super and the 2070. So for $40, I got a little bit better performance, particularly better like ray tracing, a bit of a difference there. If I ever even use it. But also, it just happened to have one of the connectors I needed, so I would have had to spend like $20 for an adapter anyway, because I'm running old monitors. So it had an extra DVI because I still have a monitor that needs a DVI. So yeah, so it had everything I needed, and for $40 I was gonna have to spend 20 for an adapter otherwise, so it made sense. Anyway, yeah, so a 2070 RTX 2070, 8 gigs of memory, no more like texture issues like in God Blops, the couple videos I had there. That was hilarious, but sad at the same time. So if anything, this video card is going to be a little overpowered because I play and record at 1080p. But the good news for that is it will keep those frame rates silky smooth for the foreseeable future. I'm contemplating whether to start recording 60 frames per second because, yeah, I'm getting 60 frames per second now. I'm contemplating that, but that increases the video size and the upload time and all that stuff, and potentially might slow it down for you guys too, although YouTube tends to adapt. So I'm contemplating that. I might do that at some point. I also did one other little upgrade, which was to upgrade my CPU cooler to help keep the background noise down. It was again, sort of funny, sort of sad, but if you listen carefully in certain videos, you could actually hear my CPU fan winding like a jet engine in the background. It was the stock cooler that came with my processor, and I was surprised how loud it was because I've used aftermarket coolers for years, and it was like, oh, this one comes with one. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll probably be fine. It wasn't. So I upgraded my CPU cooler as well, and it keeps it nice and quiet. So my CPU and RAM are still adequate for now. I've got an i5 6500 processor, quad core, 16 gigs of DDR4, which that part's upgradable very easily if I need to. So I'm sticking with that stuff for now. I just upgraded a few components. The old 960 had been brought over from a previous system, and that computer had died, and I just carted the graphics card over. So it was years since I upgraded my video card, and that's exciting. So yeah, I mean, I'm playing very nicely now. If need be, you know, maybe a year or two out, I'll upgrade. I'll have to build a new machine if I want to upgrade my processor, but which is why I didn't. Anyway, the other thing that I've done is recording fixes. So it turns out that Windows Game Mode was probably a big problem with the recordings as well. It has caused a lot of problems for a lot of YouTube and Twitch people, but most of them had it fixed pretty easily because most of them use recent recording software. I hadn't kept on the news, so I wasn't even aware of it until I started looking into it, unfortunately. So I'm just really busy. Otherwise, I would keep up on that. But I still use old recording software. So when Microsoft patched Windows Game Mode to recognize current recording software, that didn't fix it for me like it did for some other people. So I ended up having to disable Windows Game Mode, and that helps a lot as well, because basically what it does is it focuses all of the resources on the game, and anything running in the background, including recording software, gets kind of screwed. So fix that as well, and that's going to help as well, because even like the Apex Legends, it was actually playing pretty well on even my old card, but the recording came out worse than the gameplay, and that happened for a couple games, 2 or 3 games. So that was probably Windows Game Mode for that part. But yeah, I needed an upgrade anyway, so that's all done, all fixed, and the videos going forward are going to be a lot better, other than a couple Apex Legends episodes that I still have to put out. And yeah, speaking of games, we do have a lot of new material coming. Some series that we have had going for quite a while have ended or will be ending soon. Actually did have a lot of stuff pre-recorded for a long time that I was just cutting up and putting it out episodes. It worked out well because I didn't have time to play games with my friends and record stuff for like something like 3 months. And it's lucky that I had so much stuff stored up that I was able to cover that period. But the good news is we have recorded some stuff recently, and I will have some time to do some new, fresh recordings. So yeah, as I say, I put out Mean Greens on Friday. I've got 2 more games that we have recorded that I haven't even started yet, and I'll have more time in the next little while to actually play and record some fresh stuff as well. So there's new stuff coming. We're probably going to play a bunch more new games, and we may revisit a couple old favorite series as well. There's been a couple that were pretty popular that I also happen to really enjoy, so we might play some more of those. We'll see how it goes. Let's talk about the channel. Some people know and some people don't. This channel is effectively split off from my main, bigger, more successful channel, which is honestly the reason that I've had some money to do the computer upgrades and stuff. My main channel has been doing very well, and this is kind of like the second channel, but I had been releasing similar videos on the main channel for a long time, you know, once a week or something like that, and they'd been getting like 200 views per video on that channel, so I knew there was an audience for it, but that channel is now over 47,000 subscribers. It's closing in on 50,000 subscribers, which is awesome. But yeah, 200 views on a channel. I mean, this was a year ago that I made this channel. Maybe had like 10,000 or something around that time. 200 views on a channel with that many subscribers was actually dragging that channel down. And at the same time, it was a different audience, a different niche than what that channel serves. So that's why I split off this channel. Basically, because this channel has its own niche, has its own separate audience, and we're just now trying to find the audience for this channel. And I wanted to, and I still want to have a home for this stuff that we're doing, because we just like to play games together. And you know, we're basically recording it just to share it with you. And you know, we like to do it anyway, and it's a good excuse to do that anyway, because I love playing games with my friends. So honestly, it gives me an excuse to do that. And so again, this channel's not going anywhere. It's something we like to do anyway. But I was lucky to get the first 100 subscribers basically from my other channel. Obviously, you know, there's not a huge audience there because it's a completely different niche. But we got the first 100 subscribers like very quickly for this channel, and that was amazing, because on the other channel it took me like a year to get my first 100 subscribers. So this channel got its first 100 very quickly, and now about a year later we've tripled that to 300, and that's thanks to you guys, of course. It's still a very small channel, but I was always expecting that, and I was always expecting it would take a very long time to grow this channel, and that's okay. I expect it's going to take a very long time to grow it big enough for it to matter. There are so many people doing the same thing, just playing games because they like playing games. Like, everybody's obviously doing that. So I love making these kinds of videos. I love playing games with my friends, but there are lots of other people who do that. So, you know, I'm not alone in making a channel around that. I expect, honestly, it to take years for this channel to grow big enough to matter, or to even repay the amount of work and materials and hardware and games and everything that goes into making this channel. I always expected it was going to take a very long time for it to even become like to the point where it would pay for itself. This channel makes no money. YouTube changed things, you know, a year or two ago, that you need at least 1,000 subscribers before they'll even start paying you. And I've done the math. At our rate of getting views, we would need a lot more than that before we'll make any money. So again, I expect that, and we're not going anywhere. We're just doing this because we love doing it. And hopefully someday it will become, you know, worthwhile, or at least pay for itself. Basically, you know, again, you know, we're sort of doing this anyway. We're PC gamers. We build gaming rigs for ourselves anyway. We play PC games anyway. If anything, you know, I'll put a little bit extra, obviously, into that, because I want the videos to be good for you guys. I might not have bothered upgrading my video card, but again, it's a good excuse. So stuff like that, you know, there's a little bit going into it that's not coming back out, which is fine. And I still expect, like, this channel's not going to make money anytime soon, and it's going to take a long time before it does. But I hope someday that it does. I hope someday it becomes more worthwhile in its own right, because I want to do more of this, not because I want anything out of it, because I want to keep doing this and I want to do more of it. And if eventually this channel is, you know, making money to the point where it can support an income for someone, or even a reasonable part of an income, because I got other stuff going on too. But then we can start publishing more videos more often, do, you know, 5 videos a week, or even 2 videos a day. We'll see, you know, where it goes. But I expect all of that is probably going to take years. And so don't worry, we're not going anywhere. And I just want to express how much I appreciate your support in this long journey to get there. And we're going to keep publishing videos. You may have noticed there have been a couple times when I skipped like a Friday video or something, just because I was so busy. And again, you know, this doesn't pay me. So it's only when I have so much going on that I literally can't find time to edit a video, which is not very often. Once in a while I skip a video or something, but I really try to stick to the 2 videos a week thing, because that's what, for the most part, I can sustain. And I plan to keep doing that. So, you know, don't worry. If a video goes missing here or there, it's don't worry, next week should be better. And yeah, like maybe I might even take a vacation sometime and skip a week, but even that's honestly unlikely. I wish I had the time and money for that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're publishing regularly as much as we can, and I want to keep the 2 videos a week as much as possible. And, we want to build the support, but I want to express how much I appreciate your support. Every single one of you who has subscribed to this channel, watched one of our videos, all of that, it really does matter. And I don't want to like push you to watch videos you don't want to watch, but, let us know what you like and what you don't. I do like feedback. I'm here to improve things because I want this to be successful. So tell me if there's something you think. Let me know if I can do something better. And most importantly, I just want to say thank you, and thank each and every one of you. Again, everybody who's come to this channel ever, you're awesome, you're amazing, and much love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll just keep this thing rolling and we'll see where it goes. So thank you, and bye for now.